This anime was almost great, until it wasn't. When the anime Ninja Kamui first dropped, it was insane. The anime fans on the internet was blowing up. People were comparing it to John Wick, saying stuff like, if John Wick had an anime, perfect 10. Are you sure about that? Because I haven't seen this level of animation in an anime in a long time, not in the past decade. It's basically John Wick, but better. Then I actually watched it. And what the hell did I just watch? This anime started so well, but then fizzled out. I mean, this is what y'all were hyping up? At first, I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt. But then, by the last episode, this anime had completely lost all of the momentum it built up. So how did a show that started off so strong fall off so hard? Let's talk about it. Now, before I go off, let's give credit where it's due. There are things this anime does well. For one, the action started off insane. The fights were fast, fluid, and intense. The anime animation? Chef's kiss. As soon as the show transitioned to mecha suit fights, it just lost everything that made it exciting, and for no reason at all. Which brings me to the first major problem. Problem number 1, the fights are soulless. This is the kind of action we wanted to see throughout the anime. So where was all of this in the last half? The fights have no motivation, no suspense, no tension. 99% of the time, they're just fighting to fight. It's the same formula every episode. They talk about what to do next, they get jumped by ninjas, they win. Repeat. Nothing about these fights makes them memorable. Nothing differentiates the enemies. And then there's the suit. Supposed to be a big power-up moment, right? But it just happens out of nowhere. Imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time and it was the most underwhelming thing ever. That's how it felt. See, emotions are what make fights exciting. The struggle, the desperation, that moment when a character is pushed past their limit. Think about All Might vs. Nomu, Naruto vs. Sasuke, Goku vs. Frieza. You could see it on their faces, hear it in their voices. Those fights actually meant something, but that all comes from build-up. Problem number 2, no character development. Nobody learns anything, nobody grows. Every character is just a generic template. The good-hearted cop who wants justice but is held back by a corrupt system. The hacker who magically solves everything. The one female character who actually had potential but goes nowhere. And then there's the main character. This dude has the same facial expression the entire show. Barely talks, no personality, no development. How are we supposed to care about this guy when he doesn't even express himself? It's like the writers just expected us to feel bad for him because his family died. But they don't actually give us a reason to care. Compare that to Vinland Saga. Every character in Vinland Saga has depth. Thorfinn's entire journey is a masterclass in character development. Askeladd? A villain so well written, you almost root for him. Now compare that to Ninja Kamui. Yeah. Problem number 3, the story is too linear. At no point in this show is there any real suspense or tension. It's just revenge plot. Main character fights bad guys. He wins. That's it. No twists, no real stakes, just a straight line from point A to point B. And listen, if I wanted to watch a show where the main character always wins, I'd just watch One Punch Man. At least that show knows it's a joke. Ninja Kamui takes itself way too seriously without actually adding anything new to the genre. If you're gonna make another revenge story, at least give it something unique. Attack on Titan had the mystery of the Titans. Demon Slayer had Tanjiro trying to save Nezuko. Vinland Saga explored the cost of revenge, but this? There's nothing that sets it apart. At the end of the day, Ninja Kamui was missing something. The first few episodes? Fire. But after that? It just starts to fall apart. It's like the show baits you in at the beginning, but then completely drops the ball. The fights? Repetitive. The characters? Forgettable. The story? Way too basic. And the worst part? It had so much potential,